What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So this video is not going to be anything valuable to you, most likely. It's just going to be me ranting. Like, I'm thinking of this as a video journal, just kind of capturing where I'm at in real time right now. So right now, I'm in this like weird looking place because I'm in Namibia. I'm on a week-long trip, just driving through the country. I'm currently right now, I'm in a lodge outside of Sossusvlei, like 30, 45 minutes outside of Sossusvlei. And that's where I'm going tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to continue on, hit Swakopmund, and then continue on from there. A couple days later, hit Etosha National Park, be there for the rest of the time, and come back. And I just came from the Okavango Delta in Botswana. And I spent a week there-ish, more or less. And it was incredible. Like, if you're not new to the channel, you'll know that I'm a huge animal lover and I just love being out in the wilderness with animals. So it was right up my alley. The Okavango Delta is like a place that I remember watching in documentaries as a kid. So it was kind of surreal to like actually be there and experience it for myself. But that brings me to where I'm at now. Honestly, guys, like, I'm grateful for these experiences, and the seesaw of emotions and just how I feel traveling versus being in my day life, and then it's so funny how it works, because like right now I actually kind of miss my job. I know that sounds ridiculous considering where I am right now, and like, don't get me wrong, like on this road trip, like the scenic views in Namibia is like awesome. Like the footage you're seeing right now is just, it's really breathtaking, but I'm still kind of ready to go back to work and just get back to making money, because I'm not making money off of this yet at the time of recording this. Like, I haven't even broken my first $100 on YouTube. Like, it's like the whole content creation thing. It's to be frank, my Instagram, this video, like YouTube, it's a hobby, and it's not paying me what I would need it to pay me to be able to like actually, I think, at least now, feel as fulfilled. Because travel has always been super glorified online, especially like on social media, and over the last like 5-7 years or whatever, like the whole travel influencer thing. I really like fell into that hole, and I thought I wanted that for myself for a while, until last year when I kind of got to experience it. And I wasn't, a travel influencer by any means, but I got to experience a lifestyle, like living off my savings and just kind of seeing what I see. And I traveled Latin America for 2 months, and then Africa a few months after that for a month. I was in Kenya, and then South Africa, mostly South Africa. But all that to say, I've been starting to feel like my travel bug has actually been itched. Travel isn't everything that it's made out to be. Like, it's amazing to have these experiences, and maybe I'm only saying this because like I'm on the other side of those experiences, and anyone that's mostly living a normal life and doesn't get to travel and see the world, like, would probably disagree with my sentiment, like the way that I feel right now. But I think my travel bug has been itched. Like, I'm like kind of sort of ready to settle down and have a normal life. Like, at least at the time of recording this, I'm like seeing a girl, and I don't know if it's gonna become anything more serious. It's been kind of serious, but like there's that aspect of my life where like if it were to get serious, then I'd be like ready for that. And not to say I'm like dating now or anything, but like, I don't know, that's an aspect of settling down. And then the other thing too is like having a stable job. Something I've wanted for myself for a while is the freedom to do what I want around a job. And I thought that being a content creator was like the way to do that. I mean, it still is, but I actually like my day job. Like, and it's crazy because like it came out of freaking left field. I wasn't looking for this job specifically when I was reached out to by a recruiter a few months ago, but I just kind of went through the motions and I got an offer, and it was crazy good money, and it takes me back to the earlier years of my career, and I've been having like a lot of fun at work. And I just think I struck the right balance of what I'm looking for in a job. Because like this job, at least, if I'm a contractor for them right now, so in a few months time, I could have the rug ripped out from under me and I could be back to square one. But if I were to actually convert to full time, like they allegedly promise, then I'll literally have everything that I'm looking for, because really good pay, flexible time off. They don't have like set vacation time. It's just, at the manager's discretion, which is like the first company I worked for ever. And that was an amazing thing to have. And if I could have that, I would be happy. Like, the only thing that I would be missing at that point is like working remotely. But like, even then, like, I live in a place now where I don't really care to work remotely, aside from like, that off day where you have a doctor's appointment and you don't want to go to the office. You know what I mean? Some BS like that. But yeah, so I'm grateful, at least for right now. I can say that I like my job, but it doesn't mean I'm not still pushing on the other projects, because I've actually made a lot of traction in photography specifically, and my camera has already paid for itself, even though it took like 4 years, but it's finally paid itself off. And I'm like maybe 4 or 5 clients away from breaking even for the year, which is not that hard considering all the time that I'll have after I get back from here until the end of the year. I have no other trips planned or anything like that. It's just grind. So it's doable. Like, I'm like making progress with that. So I genuinely love having like a stable job, but then my passion projects that are going to eventually pay me. YouTube is something I've kind of lost faith in. And to be honest with you, because like, I was just kind of throwing shit at the wall for a while and just kind of seeing what sticks and trying to brand myself in a way that might attract people to me. Like, I thought I wanted my channel to be all like travel vlogging and stuff, but then I realized that I kind of hate doing long form travel content. Like, I only like doing videos like this, really. And the actual travel vlogs that I made, I actually outsourced to an editor. And it was great. Like, even though that means that my YouTube channel isn't going to pay for itself in a long time, because, this editor cost me like $300 or $400, and I haven't even broken my first 100 yet through AdSense. So that's kind of sketchy, but at the same time, it is what it is. I was pumping out a video every day throughout the month of July while I was, traveling Africa, essentially, so that I could see if I could revive my channel. At this moment in time, it's July 12th, and I can tell you that my plan isn't exactly working, but I am starting to get some engagement. It's always like the career videos I make where I'm like ranting about my career, or like the way things are with careers or software engineering. Like, those are the videos that have typically done well, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know where I'm going with YouTube, and I think that's why that it's not doing super hot. But all that to say, because I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm just ranting. There's nothing valuable to be had here. Yeah, like, I think I'm like kind of over the whole solo travel thing. The other thing too is like, so when I was in Botswana on safari, I was in a group. I was on a group trip, essentially, where I didn't know anyone else. I just, signed up, whatever, whoever was there was there. And not to say that I didn't like the group, because they were good people and I enjoyed them, and it was fun, but I feel like I didn't like really hit it off with them as a whole. Like, there are a couple exceptions. I met a guy who feels like he could be me in like 10 years if I don't watch my step. Not in a bad way, because he's a good guy, but in the sense where this individual was working a job he hated for like 10 plus years before he realized, wait, what the hell am I doing with my life? And now he's pivoted to doing something else entirely. That's more aligned to what he actually wants to do with his life. That sounds a lot like me with software engineering right now. And yeah, I feel like I could very easily fall into that trap at this point. But at the same time, I also don't hate software engineering. There are aspects of it I hate, and that could very well be replaced within 5 years' time, given the way things are now. But we'll see how it goes. At least for right now, I like it. But yeah, as a whole, I feel like I didn't really like mesh with the group, and I didn't come out of it with like a best friend or anything like that. And because that exact scenario kind of happened to me in past travels. When I went to Thailand, I met a guy that I ended up traveling with again like 6 or 7 months later, and we might travel again in like, I don't know, later this year or something. Like, he was like, we really like hit it off and just really vibed. And similarly, when I was in Colombia, I met a guy at a hostel, and we ended up going on a spontaneous trip to freaking Manizales, which is a town like 4 or 5 hours outside of Medellin. And like we hung out together for like a week, and it was awesome. And like the thing with travel friends is you can't really talk to them every day, and you just kind of, you're living your lives. You only see each other when you're passing through the same area or whatever, like situations like that. But like nothing like that really came out of this trip for me. Although like the older guy I was talking about earlier, like I could see myself hanging out with him in the future. But like other than that, I don't know. Like I enjoyed everyone. It wasn't like I had beef with anyone, but I just felt like I didn't really click. But maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know, because a fair amount of people did hype up my pictures, so that was nice. But in any case, the way that I'm feeling about travel right now, I still have this, it feels like a laundry list of places I want to go, and I want to like set up my life so that I can just kind of fuck off when I want around like, work when I can and stuff like that. But like, I don't know if I really want to do it alone anymore. Like, I guess, it depends on the circumstance and stuff like that. But like, I think I'm ready to like either get a girlfriend or like, I don't know. It just kind of sucks because all of the friends that I have couldn't afford to do this. And the ones that could, like, wouldn't be interested. And that's a struggle that I've had for years, but I just kind of kept trucking along, and, life goes on. But I don't know, man, like travel just, I'm over there driving through Namibia earlier today, and on my way here, I'm taking in like the views and everything. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. These are beautiful mountains, beautiful desert. But I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm just, the novelty, like despite all these great views, it's just not there. It feels like I'm almost doing it for like an Instagram post or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that there's a part of me that's like ready to settle down for sure. Like I was talking about earlier, and like maybe I'm ready for a girlfriend. But then on the other side of that, maybe it's more finances, because I feel like I can't really enjoy this trip because at the back of my mind, that's financially, I know it wasn't a good decision, especially where I have my ambitions for next year too, where I'm not going to be traveling like this, but I do want to leave the country for a bit and like essentially work and live life, not by like traveling around, but just working. And I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to afford that when the time comes because of this. But I guess we'll just see, right? Because maybe I can finesse, I don't know. But I feel like travel is like really over glorified on social media. But like when you're on the other side of doing a lot of traveling, I don't know, man. Like I feel like the grass is greener where you water it. And like I kind of miss my friends, my family, stuff like that. I wish I could experience this with them. Like I'm literally in this freaking super romantic, bougie hotel right now, and I don't have a girlfriend to enjoy it with. Like, you know what I mean, man? Like, I don't know. Thing is, like, I'm trying to be present and enjoy this, and I will enjoy this. Like, I'm not gonna be freaking miserable. Like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm gonna drive to Deadvlei and take some dope pictures and have a great time doing it. And like, even on the way here, like, I was having fun. Just like, once I realized that I wasn't gonna make it to Sossusvlei before sunset, I just skipped it entirely and I came straight to this lodge, and I was like, you know what? I could take some extra time, like stopping to take pictures and stopping to get footage and stuff like that. And I was able to take what you're seeing right now, and it was awesome, and it was a lot of fun once there was no like time constraint. So like I have fun in those moments, don't get me wrong, but bigger picture, I don't regret coming to Namibia by any means, but I was ready to go home after Botswana, not gonna lie. I guess what I need to work on is setting up my life in a way where I can freaking travel and not feel pressured. Just be able to like take the foot off and just, either I'm making money from the experience or I can just relax and enjoy it with no worries. Well, in any case, I think that's enough ranting for this video. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm sorry there's no value to be had. This is just like a kind of a video journal, but like, I don't know. Thanks if you made it this far. Like and subscribe if you like listening to me rant, and I'll catch you in the next video.